Hey guys, and welcome back to our F1 2010 career mode. It's round 3 today and we head to Malaysia after two very promising races. The first race in Bahrain, the first race of the season. If you've not seen it, go check that one out. Spoiler alert, we finished in 6th place on our debut for Lotus. And in the second race of the season, Petrov somehow won. It was a bug in the game. He actually finished 10th but ended up winning the race. And we finished 11th, just outside the points. It's going really well at the moment. We arrive at Malaysia, one of my favourite circuits on the calendar. It's such a shame it's not on the calendar in modern Formula 1 anymore. But can we score any more points? Let's get into practice. So just before we get into this one, Mark Webber leads the way in the championship by 5 points. Petrov's win brings him up to 3rd. He's not going to score many more points in the season. And we are currently in 10th place. In the Constructors, Lotus is 7th. We're ahead of teams like Williams and Virgin, Force India, HRT and BMW Sauber yet to score points. Quali objective to finish 15th or above, and the race to finish 12th, so the objectives are already getting higher. Here we are, Malaysia, overcast at the moment, such a good circuit. I think this is technically a home race, really, isn't it? No, not really, but I'm pretty sure the team principal or team owner is Malaysian. Somebody in the comments suggested I not use anything lower than 3rd gear, apart from the Monaco hairpin. I'm not sure if that's actually beneficial or not, but I'll take you around a lap of Malaysia. But here we go then. Down the main straight to start a lap of Malaysia here in qualifying. You seem to get a lot of rain at Malaysia over the years. See some torrential rain, some red flags as well. I'm thinking most notably the 2009 race was red flagged and half points were awarded, which gave Jenson Button his 2nd victory of the season. And we got that famous Rob Smedley, Felipe Massa radio message about Felipe baby, stay cool. We're bringing you the white visor, stay cool. Up towards turn 4, it's a slight rise up the hill to a heavy right-hander, which I've gone completely wide at. And then we're into the 2nd sector, sweeping turns 5 and 6. Very fun. Reminds me of the turn, I think it's 7 and 8 at China. Struggling to get the balance right there into a double apex corner. That's actually turn 7 and 8. And then down towards the hairpin of turn 9, which can be a good overtaking opportunity come the race. And then we're into the 3rd sector. This corner here is very difficult, just to even find the apex. You've got a couple really difficult corners in the 3rd sector on this track. This left-hander here, pretty much flat, almost, maybe not. And we've got a corner cutting invalidated lap sign, nice. That second to last corner there, it's one of the most difficult corners on the whole calendar. And you're braking and turning at the same time. It reminds me of Bahrain turn 10. So it's so easy to lock up and miss the apex. This has been a very exploratory lap around the final corner. I'm definitely going to get a few more laps in with practice before we go on to the race, but that is a lap of Malaysia. I put another lap on the board, 1:38. Okay, we'll move on to the race now. Once again, like I've said so far this season, we're starting at the back of the grid because the AI are much slower in practice and qualifying compared to the race. So just to make it fair, we'll start from last. Oh boy, it's raining. So it's raining at the start, but a chance of rain of 25%. So it might dry up. I don't know if it'll be able to tell us. It says light cloud for the race. So it might go from wets to dry. I'm pretty sure we got the wets on. It might be the intermediates, actually. It is the wet tyres. So strategy might go completely out the window. We'll start on the wets and fuel to I don't know when. Apparently we got fuel for as long as we want fuel. I don't know. I think we got the maximum amount of fuel in the car. And it's championship leader Mark Webber on pole position again. Lewis Hamilton claimed pole at the 2nd round of the season. He starts from 2nd. The hero, Vitaly Petrov, the hero of Australia, starts from 8th place. My teammate, Jarno Trulli, up in 16th. Very good. And I'm starting from 24th. Let's go racing. And as far as I can remember, the AI are slow in the wet conditions. So this might be a very good opportunity to get an incredible result. So there we have it. Webber on pole position. He's good in the wet as well. Jarno Trulli up in 16th. James Early. Mika Hakkinen. The Flying Finn starting from 24th. Here we go then. Here we go. Lights are on. And we are underway here in Malaysia. Getting a good start there compared to the HRT cars. To the inside of Senna. He has to give me that space. And we're already up to 22nd place as we hurdle on down towards the 1st corner. Senna pulling ahead though before we slam on the brakes. Rob telling us about the wet conditions. We know it, mate. We can see as they're going 4 wide up ahead there. I can see Alonso, Kubica, Rosberg, one of the Saubers as well. As there's De La Rosa trying to make his way through. On the exit. Brilliant exit there. We've gone past clock. We're up to 19th, so a fantastic start. We've only just done 3 corners. As into the 4th corner we go. Liozzi to the outside. Alguersuari. Is there any space on the inside of the Spaniard? Just about. And that could be 18th place if we got it done on the exit, which we have. Now he's fighting back. Can we just keep ahead of him? Yes, we can. Up we go into 18th. I don't think the overtaking's over for the lap either, because Liozzi's looking pretty slow, and that's our first auto spin curb. Never mind, the overtaking is for the other cars and not me. So we're now down to last place again. Got to be real careful of those curbs. It seems to be a return to the Bahrain style of curbs with the auto spin. But in the dry, they didn't seem too bad in practice. It's more so in the wet. Oh my god, there's no grip whatsoever. Car's just not turning and we've lost half a wing. Brilliant. Right, this might be more difficult than I thought. Tell you what, that spin felt very strange. It was like there was no way of catching it. Jarno Trulli is up to 9th place. What? What a start for Jarno Trulli. We are catching pretty quick, so another couple of laps we'll be on the back of the pack again. Oh, it's happened again. It's the curb. Stay away from the curb. Cannot touch the curbs. At least that time it was only a half spin. Still catching. Rob's just come on the radio to say the track is very wet, to take it easy. I never noticed, mate. Yeah, first time I've actually noticed that. Thanks for pointing it out. But joking aside, we are now pretty much on the back of the HRTs. Oh! Yellow flag, no overtaking, of course. But you kind of have to What in the world? What in the world is going on? Might have a run on Chandok here to the inside of turn 1 if we can. I'll try and outbrake him. We've done it. So De La Rosa there, and I think it was Adrian Suttil involved in an incident. There's Chandok doing a good job of defending. Good defence there from the Indian driver. Maybe on the run through turn 3 though. Down the hill we go. Got our Lotus to the inside, the HRT on the outside. And we're under braking. Can we take the position? Once again, Chandok defending. Just about holding on to the position. A bit of contact between us, but we have got that position. So up to 21st. After completing 5 laps, apparently Glock is the fastest driver out on circuit with the fastest lap. My teammate Jarno Trulli still in the points. Oh dear. Senna's gone round. The HRT is off. And through we go into 20th. But only 12 seconds off the lead. Hamilton has the lead right now, but only 12 seconds off. So anything's possible in this race. Degrassi is now the fastest driver on track, and he's right in front of me. So the 2 Virgin cars, they're going really quick. Oh my gosh, what's happened? Oh, well, we're going to have to pit now. Somebody's had a crash. Not too sure what happened there. It was like a concertina effect. Somebody must have spun. Of course, I've got no grip. And I did actually overtake under yellow flags technically, but no penalty given, which is good. But we'll dive into the pits and put on another set of wet tyres, I'm sure. Make sure they do put the wets on. That's disappointing, but, you know, we've had 2 really good races to start the season, so I suppose this one was never going to go to plan. Right, pit stop complete, and off we go again. Of course, we're in last place. Just behind De La Rosa there, so everybody's still in the race. Oh, actually, Kobayashi's behind me. So we're 23rd out of 24. With the new front wing, the new tyres, I feel we've got a lot of grip. We've just gone 5.5 seconds faster than my previous fastest lap. And there's talk of intermediate tyres now, so track conditions getting better, and we've got a lot of pace in the car. Rosberg's behind me now. I think Rosberg must be out of the race. So I'm guessing Rosberg and Kobayashi out. So we're up to 22nd. Chandok's behind me now as well, so maybe 3 retirements? And Jarno Trulli, sadly, is not in the points anymore. And I think De La Rosa's stopped on the final corner. Yeah, he's off. Has he spun again? He might be out of the race this time. Yellow flags were waving, of course, so we're up to 20th. But this might be the first race of the season we don't actually meet the objective, seeing as we need a top 12 objective today. I think my only chance is, if it goes to intermediate conditions and all the AI pits, we wait for it to go to soft conditions, and then we can pit with the soft tyres. Adrian Sutter's just taken the lead. What? That's not through the pit stops, I don't think. Or maybe it is, actually, because Webber's in the pits. Okay, right. Slightly less of a shock. And who's that rejoining? Jenson Button. Oh my god, that's close. So drivers going on to the intermediates. This actually might work out for me if we can hold on the wet tyres. I thought Sutter was facing the wrong way earlier on in the race. Was he the... Maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it was his teammate. So we've got Alonso in the Ferrari right behind, Button in the McLaren ahead. We're still catching the train of cars, which is good. Loads more drivers into the pits for the intermediates as well, so we'll move up. As there's a yellow out. I think Alonso spun. Oh dear. And we're up into 9th place. Oh my, Hamilton's facing the wrong way. That's his chances of the win over. Oh dear. Drivers going off left, right and centre today. If I can stay with this train, I'll be happy. I'll be happy just to stay out. Senna and Liuzzi into the pits then. They were up in the top 5. And now suddenly we're in the top 5. We're 5th place. Oh, who's that? It's Vettel. Vettel's off. I don't believe how we've done this. How have we managed this? Lap 16 out of 28 and we're battling for the podium. I think as long as we're still above 12th place, there's no point in pitting until it completely dries out. But we are under pressure from Sebastian Vettel, who's recovered from his spin. As I've gone deep into the final corner there, and that's given the chance to Vettel. The German moves up into 4th. It's good to have normality resumed with Vitantonio Liuzzi in 6th place and the Lotus of James Early in 5th. And it's almost time for dry tyres. Maybe a handful of laps. There's people in the pits. The leaders are in the pits. Is this the time to move on to the dries? Okay, I'll pit next lap. Okay, considering we were so far last after the first lap, we are now in the lead of the race. Lap 19 out of 28, so 10 laps to go. We'll pit this lap for soft tyres. Every time you open up the the D-pad menu, change the tyres, it always resets to the wets. I've set it to the options 3 times now, so it should put me onto the option tyres. I'll do it for a 4th time, so you can see tyres, options. Definitely set it to options. Okay, last chance. Option tyres. Make sure the option tyres are selected. But into the pits then. Should put the option tyres onto the car. It should. There's no reason it shouldn't. Slow down for the pit box. Please put the option tyres on, guys. Okay, good. Okay, that's good. And away we go. Where will we rejoin in this race? Oh my gosh, are we going to rejoin in the podium places? Oh, that's so close. Who's that on the outside? It's Vettel. And Vettel through into 3rd. We've rejoined in 4th place. Vettel going so slow. What's wrong with him? Has he got a puncture or something? Vettel's all over the place. I have no idea what's wrong with him. We've genuinely got a chance at a podium. If not a win, I don't know. What a weird race. What a weird game. What is this guy doing? An absolute nutcase on circuit. What is Sebastian Vettel doing? I'm surprised he's not actually spun yet. We do have Petrov closing me in though, so the Renault of Petrov, who is suddenly a championship contender, is challenging me for a P4. Petrov's all over me. All over me. Sebastian Vettel has ran away with it now. He's got the fastest lap of the race as well. And it seems only a matter of time before the Russian can manage to get through. I've gone slightly wide at the second to last corner, and through goes Petrov. That's the Renault driver's chance. He's up to 4th. Can he chase after the leaders? I don't know why Petrov is so good. I know we got the lucky buggy win in Australia after he only finished 10th. But now he's actually quick. Button has finally got past Massa to take the race lead as well. And that's Jenson Button's to lose, and we have 4 laps to go. I don't believe what I'm seeing. Petrov has closed up to the top 3. Vitaly Petrov actually has a chance at the win. And now Vettel's taken the lead. So it's all switching around at the top. And Massa's down to 4th. That means Petrov's in the podium places. And now Button back into the lead. So it continues to switch around. But we've not seen Petrov in the lead yet. If Petrov somehow gets the lead, even for a brief moment, pandemonium. Oh, there's an incident. You are joking. It's Button and it's Vettel and they're both off. Is it? It is. I can't believe that. Petrov leads. No, Petrov's had a spin. Petrov's off. Massa's in the... What is going on? What is going on? As we're now in 3rd, make that 2nd. Petrov missing a front wing. So Petrov dives into the pits. He had the lead for, I don't know, 2 corners. And now Felipe Massa with 2 laps to go is about to win the race. And James Early on the verge of his first ever podium. I was kind of hoping for a Petrov win again, just because. A Petrov title challenge would be quite funny. But Felipe Massa is on the verge of his first victory of the season. And Petrov rejoined from his pit stop in 3rd place anyway. Massa's got some traffic. And we are starting the final lap of the race. Is there any more twist to the tail? I don't think that's the correct saying. Is it twist in the tail? twist to the tail sounds a bit strange, but we'll go with that. Well, what a race that has been as we are rounding the final corner for the final time. Felipe Massa, the Brazilian, wins the race. Felipe Baby did definitely stay cool. We'll cross the line in second place to claim our first ever podium. How has that happened? I don't know how that's happened. Massa early, Petrov the podium. Hulkenberg up in 7th there. We had Liotzi in 10th. No other shock results, I don't think. We had a few DNFs, 4 DNFs in the end. Button did retire. My teammate Trulli at one point was in 8th, I think. Finishes down in 19th. The 2 HRTs were in the top 5. Suddenly fell down. It's not like the difficulty's incorrect, because I'm lapping the same time as my teammate for the most part, and then it all changes at the end of the race. But we finished in 2nd. It does mean Massa's in the lead in the championship now. Petrov up to 2nd, Webber all the way down to 3rd, and James Early in the Lotus is in 5th place. We've already had 17 drivers score points. The biggest shock who hasn't scored points so far, probably Saubers, I suppose. And it is Ferrari leading the way in the Constructors' Championship. Most of their points coming by way of Felipe Massa, and Lotus in 6th place. But surely we're not going to stay there. Surely we'll fall down towards the end of this season. And Force India have now scored points this year. It means HRT and BMW Sauber are the only teams not to score. Oh my gosh. Oh, we've got a press conference. We're joining Massa and Petrov. I did not know this was a thing.
Your first podium finish in Formula One must be something very special.
I think I deserved it.
A really great drive today and 18 points towards your championship challenge. If this continues, you'll be a serious contender for the title.
With our current form, it's not out of the question.
So, 2nd place today. Can you go one better at the next round and move up to the top step of the podium?
I see no reason why not. The car is capable. It's not. Well, there we have it. What a race. What a way to get our first ever podium. And what a start to the series. If you enjoyed that video, make sure to give it a like. Comment down below if you actually think we can win the championship. I don't think we can, but let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.